I think Kobe better than MJ, skill-wise, yeah. He took everything Jordan did and multiplied it. He did it better. So,
It had more, it added success to it.
What did he do that MJ didn't do?
Dude, he had a fadeaway drive, pump fake, this way.
He enhanced the perimeter skills.
Kobe's mentality or LeBron's basketball IQ?
That's a closer one. I'm going to tell you, I would take Kobe's mentality. Okay. The reason why is because I would be successful in life, period. Whether it be basketball or somewhere else, I'm going to be good.
If I was in my prime, who would I want to play one-on-one? Start off with Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, KobeBryant in his prime, LeBron in his prime, D-Wade in his prime, Melo. I don't think I lose. Other than KobeBryant because he steals off.
When the game gets tight and danger is staring right at you, only one of these three would crack a smile back. They call it a debate, but it feels more like a crime scene because when Matt Barnes faked that ball right in Kobe Bryant's face, the Black Mamba didn't even blink. When the moment finally came, when pressure hit the door like a threat, Kobe stepped up with those red, locked-in eyes and basically said, "I've been waiting for this." Matt Barnes even admitted it himself. He said, "I think LeBron gets penalized for being more of a Magic Johnson selfless type player. But Kobe and Mike, they moved different. They played like straight killers." And that's the real gap between a legend and the so-called chosen one who kept choosing the extra pass. LeBron James needs a whole system built for him. Steph Curry needs that movement offense running nonstop. But Kobe was the whole system.
You said that Kobe talked intelligent trash. Explain.
So we were playing, it's like a 2-on-1 break, and Karan fouls, stops the break. Kobe comes over. So we're all like, yo, good, you saved 2 points. So Kobe walks over to him and says, "Hey, who you guarding?" "You." "How many fouls you got?" "I got 1. "So you only got 5 left?" "Yeah." "Well, you need all 6 fouls to guard me. And you just wasted one on him." Stupid. And you had to think about it like, God, he's right. And that's the stuff he said. He makes you think about the things you did. You might as well just let the 2 points go because you sitting on the bench, I'm going to get 10, 12 points because you're on the bench because that 1 foul.
When Phil Jackson's triangle fell apart, when the play crashed and chaos hit, that's the moment Kobe's eyes lit up like he spotted someone wounded and ready to get cooked. He didn't need screens. He didn't need extra space. Just a ball and somebody brave enough to stand in front of him. The stats already tell the story your eyes know is real. Kobe dropped 25 50-point games. LeBron, 14. Steph, 10. And when Kobe got the ball in the 4th, defenders' hands started shaking. Not because they feared losing, but because they feared becoming a poster, a victim, a tiny footnote in Mamba history.
Look at it from a point of view, I see this dude work out. People don't play. He looks like Michael Jordan out there. I would see he would come in after our UCLA practice. I remember one time you had broke your right hand and you came up to UCLA and did a whole workout left-handed like you were a left-handed player. Yeah. And I was just like, what?
Now let's bring up 2011. The King averaged 8 points in the 4th against Dallas. 8. Jason Terry was coming at LeBron like he found lunch out there. The most gifted athlete the league has ever seen got locked up by a 6th man whose biggest career moment was getting dunked on. Steven Jackson said it best. If he really carried that Mamba mentality, he'd be the greatest ever, no question. But without that cold-blooded edge, without dominating when you know you can, that's the part he should never let slide.
We getting ready to play San Antonio. Kobe had struggled in the game before. During pregame film, Kobe would be dribbling the basketball while the film was going on. PJ, he was like, "Shh, Michael, put the ball down." And everything just clicked. Then we end up beating San Antonio to go play in the final.
Look at Kobe in 2011, hooping with the torn ligament in his shooting wrist and still putting up 23 a night. For him, pain wasn't a warning sign. It was just another defender he had to drag with him down the court. Annoying, sure, but still something he could break through. People love saying Steph Curry revolutionized basketball. No, he revolutionized shooting, and that's not the same thing. When the 2016 finals hit Game 7 and the whole world was begging for a hero, where was that revolution? Behind the back turnovers flying into the crowd, pull-up threes smacking off the rim? The greatest shooter ever went 6 for 19 when immortality was right there waiting for him.
It's like KobeBryant is one of the best compliments I ever got when he recognized that killer instinct behind the smile. And Mamba mentality it has a name, it's a thing because you can just see it on his face. I'm out here to kill every single person in front of me to get to where I want to go. But he acknowledged that same spirit, but he knew that I did it with a smile on my face.
Now compare that to Kobe in 2010 against Boston. Game 7, bad shooting night, 6 for 24, sure, but he grabbed 15 rebounds like his future depended on it. He found new ways to hurt you because real assassins don't need perfect aim. They just need the heart to keep firing until the job is done. Even Gilbert Arenas said it straight. Steph's greatness can be learned, but that Kobe killer instinct, you're either born with it or you leave the game without it. KobeBryant had to do it.
Most gangster shit I've ever seen. KobeBryant tears his Achilles. Got up, went to the free throw line, makes the 2 free throws.
Makes them.
You watch his face. There's no grimacing, no nothing. And then I go to one of my favorite players in the NBA, Jason Tatum. He's on the ground damn near dying. First of all, Kobe would never be welled out. He walked out. You will never see that again.
Here's what people never mention in those documentaries. LeBron James has rolled with Dwayne Wade, a finals MVP and a 3-time champ, Chris Bosh, an all-NBA talent, Kyrie Irving, the dude who hit the shot that basically saved LeBron's whole legacy, Anthony Davis, a top 75 all-time player, Kevin Love, an all-star and an NBA champion.
What was it like seeing that last game?
I did not think he was going to get 60. I thought he was going to put up a lot of points, but I didn't think it was going to be 60. And then once he got to like 40, he was like, keep going, Kobe, don't stop, keep going. I bet you can't get 50. He got 50. You bet you can't get 60. He got 60. I'm like, dang. That's how you supposed to lead the game. That's Kobe. For real. He cried a little bit in the locker room.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Then we like celebrated. Everybody had poured champagne on him and all that. It was sad, cause it's like, it's KobeBryant,
Meanwhile, KobeBryant dropped 81 while hooping next to Smush Parker, who was out of the league 2 years later. Kwame Brown, known as the worst #1 pick ever. Chris Meme, yeah, exactly. Who? Brian Cook, enough said. 3 of LeBron's 4 rings came built off hand-picked super squads, while Kobe put up 81 with teammates who wouldn't even start in the G League today. And when Kobe finally had P. Gasol, an all-star, he went to 3 straight finals and won 2. No super team, no backroom plotting, just pure chaos and straight-up violence on the court. Mark Jackson once got asked, Kobe's mentality or LeBron's basketball IQ? His answer, Kobe's mentality, because that mindset wins in life, period.
KobeBryant had to do a bunch of moves. Counters. The reason niggas like us didn't have counters, because our first move couldn't be stopped.
No,
Whoa, I let you talk. My first move against Kobe, lunch meat. I didn't have no counters because you couldn't stop the first move because I was faster than you. Kobe had to do moves because Kobe wasn't physically gifted enough to get by the person the first time. He wasn't physically. Whoa!
Walk out.
So what does he need a second or third move for? Why do you need 2, 3? Jordan just had a 1-2 pull-up. The reason the 1-2 pull-up, they couldn't stop the 1-2. What the fuck do I need a counter for if you can't stop this one? If you cannot stop, boom, you can't stop that. What the fuck do I need to do this shit for? I only do that.
You can see the split in how they handle the game. LeBron studies film to find the smartest play. Steph works on shots until he can't miss. But Kobe studied his opponent's fears, their weak spots, their insecurities, the stuff they tried to hide. He once told Matt Barnes, anyone crazy enough to F with me is crazy enough to play with me. That wasn't basketball IQ. That was psychological warfare. That's knowing the game isn't controlled by your hands. It's controlled by the doubt you plant in your opponent's mind.
And he got so hot that one possession, I'm like, Reg, let me get him. I got him. I got him. It wasn't like I'm thinking I'm going to shut him down. I'm thinking I'm going to hammer him one time, send a message, not on our watch. The dude made a crossover move on me at the top of the key and elevated so fast, I had no opportunity to hit him. I looked at Reg like, you got him. You got him.
Look at the 2008 Beijing Olympics, the Redeem Team. LeBron was there, Wade was there, Carmelo was there. But Kobe scored 13 of his 20 in the fourth and even spoke Spanish to Pau just to mess with his head. Kobe straight told Rudy Fernandez, this is my house, right there in Rudy's own country during the Olympics. That same year, Kobe dragged a squad with Lamar Odom as the second option all the way to the finals. Meanwhile, LeBron lost to Dwight Howard's Magic, even though he had the best record in the league. When Kobe looked at Dwight, he saw a meal. When LeBron looked at Dwight, he saw a headache.
When we lost in the finals to the Celtics in 2008, that was a turning point. So when I sat there in the hotel room afterwards, I started thinking about that, because it's on me. If I didn't feel like my teammates were aggressive enough, that falls on me. And I had to understand what their journey was. How are they feeling as people? What are they going through? And when you do that, you have that empathy. It also helps you to be a better leader.
Let's be real about weaknesses. Steph Curry gets targeted on defense like a new guy walking into the wrong room. Every postseason, the plan stays the same. Attack Curry until he fouls or breaks down. In the 2016 finals, the Cavs literally spammed the same action 20 straight times. Get Curry switched onto Kyrie or LeBron, and it cooked every single possession. LeBron, one of the most gifted athletes ever, couldn't even back down JJ Barea, a guard barely over 6 feet. JJ Barea clamped the king in the 2011 finals.
I just remember him saying some every once in a while, and I was like, damn, he think different. One time we came in, we was playing Golden State, and this was when Steph was starting to catch fire. He was starting to turn into the chef, you know what I'm saying? He came in and he said, I found it. He just kept saying, I fucking found it. He don't like people standing on the side of him. He can shoot with you in front of him, he can shoot with you behind him, but on his side, he don't like that. I'm gonna guard in the second half. Shut him down again. So after that, I was a believer. I'm like, everything that I've heard about Kobe Bryant is all true.
Kobe, on the other hand, made first team all-defense 12 times. He'd guard your top scorer all night, then hang 40 on whoever you sent at him. He didn't see weaknesses. He saw chances to embarrass your scouting report. Look at the numbers in the last 5 minutes of playoff games within 5 points. KobeBryant at 48% shooting, LeBron at 38%, Steph at 39%. But it goes way deeper than stats.
And as I'm signing, he puts his hand on my shoulder. He said, let me tell you something. I just got this kid. He said, in 2 or 3 years, you and him going to win a lot of championships. I'm like, yeah, okay. But I'm trying to sign. And he was talking about Kobe.
When Kobe tore his Achilles in 2013, he walked to the free throw line and knocked down both shots with no hesitation, no emotion, just pure execution. That's the difference between being great and being something cold, fearless, and unstoppable. When LeBron cramped up in the 2014 finals, he got carried off the court. When Steph hurt his knee in 2016, suddenly he wasn't 100%. But excuses are for people still playing safe. Kobe didn't feel that. He was locked in on a different level, like pain couldn't even find him. Jerry West, and the logo himself, once said, Kobe is the only player I've seen who could have played in any era and dominated in any era. Think about that for a second. The man who helped build the Warriors dynasty. The same man who watched Magic and Kareem, who played against Wilt and Russell. Even he heard Kobe say, I don't want to be the next Michael Jordan. I only want to be Kobe Bryant. In today's soft NBA, no hand checking, wide open spacing everywhere, Kobe would drop 40 a night minimum because unlike Steph, who needs those screens, unlike LeBron, who needs clear lanes to drive, Kobe only needed the ball and the hunger to break you down. Look at career elimination games. Kobe put up 30.0 PPG on 44%. LeBron had 28.0 on 42%. Steph had 23.8 on 40%. But those numbers don't even show the whole story. In 2006 against Phoenix, Kobe got blasted for not shooting in Game 7. His response? I could have 4 shots, but that's what they wanted. He took 3 shots in the second half and they lost by 31, and the media destroyed him for it. What did he do the next season? Led the league in scoring, then won MVP the year after, then grabbed 2 more championships. Because Kobe never cared about outside opinions. He only cared about winning rings. Kobe spent 20 years with one franchise, never built a super team, never tried to take the easy path. His final game, 60 points on 50 shots. Was it inefficient? Sure. But name another player bold enough to even attempt 50 shots on their last night. LeBron will probably finish with a clean triple-double. Steph will splash some threes. Kobe said, I'm taking every shot tonight because that's what killers do. They leave this world holding the sword, not passing it off. Even Shaquille O'Neal, who had beef with Kobe for years, finally admitted it. I won 3 rings because of Kobe. He was a straight dog, different animal, same beast, the type of monster even his rivals had to respect. Let's talk real pain. Kobe's injury list was something out of a medical nightmare. Fractured finger, he played the whole season with it. Torn shoulder labrum, he refused surgery and still kept hooping. Knee swelling, he'd get it drained during games and keep going. Fractured nose, he threw on a mask and dropped 40. Severe ankle sprains, he taped it up and played the whole 48 minutes. Food poisoning, he was literally vomiting and still cooked Portland for 40. Meanwhile, LeBron takes nights off for load management and Steph sits for ankle soreness. Kobe played through injuries that would send regular people straight to the hospital because missing games felt like accepting defeat. And KobeBryant never accepted defeat. Raja Bell clotheslined Kobe because he couldn't guard him. Bruce Bowen tried dirty tactics because he couldn't stop him. Ron Artest elbowed him in the throat because he was spooked by him. Paul Pierce once said, "I could get into LeBron's head. I could frustrate Steph, but Kobe had no head to get into. He was already in yours." That's the real difference. LeBron plays to the level of whoever's in front of him. Steph plays inside a system. Kobe played to destroy, not just win, destroy. There's a huge gap between beating someone and taking their soul. If Kobe played today with no hand checking, his drives would be untouchable. More spacing, isolation heaven, softer fouls. He'd live at the line. With today's three-point obsession and the fact he shot 38% when he actually cared about it, a conservative prediction is 35 to 40 a night. Every season. And don't forget when Kobe outscored the whole Dallas Mavericks squad, 62 to 61 through 3 quarters, and then sat the fourth. That's what happens when you remove limits from someone who never had any inside. In today's NBA, Kobe wouldn't average 50. He'd threaten it every night. He'd put up whatever numbers he wanted because scoring to him was never talent. It was a choice. Steph Curry changed how the league shoots. LeBronJames changed how front offices build rosters. But KobeBryant changed how we talk about greatness itself. One is a revolution. One is evolution. But Kobe was a revelation. When Matt Barnes said Kobe had that dog and LeBron and Steph never did, he wasn't talking about talent. He was talking about that cold willingness to give everything on the floor. Not in a metaphor, but straight up. Kobe once said, "I'd rather die than not be great." LeBron dreams about playing with his son. Steph wants to enjoy the game. Kobe wanted blood, that old school, no mercy competitive fire. When Kobe passed, the whole NBA wore his number. Players who beefed with him cried. The league didn't pause because the star was gone. It stopped because the last gladiator had fallen. Kobe wasn't playing for entertainment. He treated the game like a battle he refused to lose. Go back and watch LeBron at Kobe's memorial. Watch Steph. They're not crying because they lost a rival. They're crying because somewhere deep down, in a place they won't admit out loud, they know they could never be him. They could never want it that much, never sacrifice that much, never hate losing that deeply. So here's the final question, the one that shuts down every debate forever. Game 7 of the NBA Finals, down 2, 3 seconds left, no timeouts, and your daughter's life is on the line. Who takes that shot? The king, who might make the right play? The chef, who might get contested? Or the black mamba, the man who would rather die than miss? You already know the answer. Your heart knows the answer. Because when death knocks, you don't reach for efficiency or analytics. You reach for the one man who will stare death down and say, "I've been waiting on you," and you're late. Heroes fade, but legends leave this world with the ball in their hands. Mamba forever. If this breakdown hit you, it would mean a lot to me if you like, subscribe, and share the video. Your support keeps this channel alive and helps me keep telling these stories with the passion they deserve.